Now on Nightside, 2 people killed in a North Spokane shooting. What we've learned about the crime and the suspect's arrest.
Dense fog spreading across the region tonight. Plus, I'm tracking wet weather for the weekend in the first alert forecast.
And the Super Bowl is just days away. Our live coverage continues from the Bay Area tonight. You're watching 4 News Now, Nightside. Well, police continue to search for answers in a deadly shooting that killed 2 people last night in North Spokane. Thanks for staying up with us. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. This happened at the Center Court Apartments on East Cosa Drive near North Nevada Street. The shooting happened on the 3rd floor of the apartment complex right around 11:30 last night. Police say they received multiple calls of shots fired, and when they arrived, they found 2 people dead with gunshot wounds. Soon after, they believed the suspect was nearby and called in SWAT and K-9 units.
The person in the apartment we ended up locating was the one we were looking for from the beginning. Detectives had figured what was going on. They entered murder warrants for him into the system. So he is currently in custody on those second-degree murder warrants.
And police say the suspect turned himself over to the police. He was taken to the hospital to be treated for injuries. We still have no word from police on who the suspects or victims are. Major Crimes and Forensics spent the better part of the day investigating that scene. The Seattle Seahawks are getting ready for the showdown in Santa Clara this week. The big game just 3 days away. But for fans of the Eastern Washington Eagles, it doesn't really matter who wins. Both the New England Patriots and Seahawks have a former player on their current roster. Sports Director Jack Wallace joins us live now from the Bay Area with more on this Eag connection.
Well, it's pretty rare to see a former Eastern Washington Eagle compete for a Super Bowl, and even rarer, like you're saying, to have a Patriots and a Seahawks guy both competing against each other. First time ever that we've had a guaranteed Eagle Super Bowl champion in this year's Super Bowl between the veteran Cooper Kupp and the rookie Efton Chisholm.
Yeah, definitely super surreal, but man, just the season went by so fast, but I'm so glad I got to, be a part of it with this group of guys and this team. So really looking forward to Sunday and looking forward to the rest of this week and trying to take advantage of it.
Patriots rookie wide receiver and special teams add Efton Chisholm rides through his debut season as the standout number 2 receiver in Eastern Washington's history, behind only one legend.
Eastern Washington was one of 2 schools that gave me an opportunity to keep playing football, and so incredibly thankful for that opportunity, but also for the time that I had there.
Cooper Kupp, former Super Bowl MVP, joined rival Seattle this offseason and helped lead them to their first Super Bowl between 2 former Eagles, both at the same position.
It's awesome. Like you said, I think Eastern Washington, shaped me and helped me become a better man, a better player. And, I'm really looking forward to representing the school, and then I know Coop is as well.
So many of my friends that I've met there that are going to be lifelong friends. I mean, the coaches that spent so much time pouring into me, I truly was built during that time, in terms of like a lot of the things that I do now, a lot of the, tools that I have now were taught by the receiver coaches I had at Eastern Washington, and so incredibly thankful for my time there. And
one man saw through their development early on, EW head coach Aaron Best, who helped foster both players' growth through his time in Cheney.
I think they're just wired different than most. They're football junkies, they're people junkies, they're wanting to be better at whatever they're doing junkies. They make you feel better.
Both these receivers mirrored operation in practice and during the real deal.
They did it the same way when they kept scoring Saturdays. Like, you just looked at their mannerisms, the way they attacked it, the way they addressed the situation, their verbals and nonverbals. It didn't matter if the world was watching or not. They did it the same way.
Man, I'm going out there and I'm trying to practice as hard as I can, because I know those practice opportunities will lead to game opportunities and lead to game success. We'll continue to try to develop that.
Now the pair gets ready for the biggest game yet. One more ride for a title in duel number 1 between the student and the master.
Remembering where you came from and the relationships that you had there, it was a very special time.
I think it's kind of cool, but kind of awkward that you're rooting for both, but not rooting for one more than the other, and they happen to be on separate sidelines.
I did ask Coach Aaron Best which one of these teams he was going to root for, just to see if he'd give an answer, and no, he can't play favorites. He loves both his guys so much. It's going to be a ton of fun for him and all the fans of both these squads to see them play right behind me at Levi's Stadium coming up this Sunday. But we have a whole lot more coverage until then. 2 former Cougs and a former Vandal also competing in this Super Bowl. We'll hear more from all of them coming up later this week. Plus, our Derek Dice joining us on Good Morning Northwest coming up in not too many hours. We'll be asleep but he'll be up bright and early right back here for more coverage coming your way. Reporting in Santa Clara, I'm Jack Wallace, 4 News Now Sports.
All right, Jack, thanks so much. Some exciting news tonight. Jackson Smith and Jigba, better known this week as the Emerald City Route Artist, took over the NFL this season and reaped his rewards tonight, taking home his first Offensive Player of the Year award. Smith and Jigba caught 119 passes for almost 1,800 yards and 10 scores, leading the league in catches and receiving yards. The 23-year-old comes off his first 10-catch week this year in a career game against the Rams and looks to keep up that momentum against the Patriots in Sunday's Super Bowl. We still have much more Super Bowl coverage to come. Later in this newscast, we'll give you an update on Seattle Seahawks star safety Nick Eamon-Warry's ankle injury, plus a look at the preparation going into the halftime show featuring Grammy Award-winning artist Bad Bunny. And Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joining me now with quite a bit of fog.
Yes, and I have this amazing time lapse that I want to share with you. I have it paused here. This is when I started it at 2 o'clock this afternoon, and it was really foggy and dark, and the fog lasted a lot longer than I had originally anticipated. But we did clear out and see some sunshine and a beautiful sunset at 4:58 tonight, and then watch the fog developing along the Spokane River and then just taking over one more time. I love watching that fog develop along the river behind the courthouse there and then just spread over the entire region, and it is still foggy, and we have a dense fog advisory until noon tomorrow for the areas shaded in gray on your screen: the Idaho and Washington Palouse, Columbia Basin, and the Spokane area. We do have areas of dense fog around the region. Any place where you see this dark red is where we're seeing the most intense fog presently on the Palouse, but there are pockets where we have some dense fog around the Spokane area as well. And we are going to continue to see that develop through the overnight and into tomorrow morning. And very much like today, it's going to take a while to clear off. Here is 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and we still have those areas of dense fog around the Spokane area. So I don't think we're going to see much at all in terms of sunshine, and that is going to take a toll on our temperatures. Temperatures are already right around freezing in Spokane, and there's spots where that fog is freezing to the roadways, spots where visibility is almost down to nothing. So do be careful as you head out tomorrow. Once we get into the afternoon, we'll still be with the gray skies, but our visibility will improve. 41 for a high, maybe a little bit optimistic. It certainly kept things cooler today with the fog. If anything, we'll be in the upper 30s, just a little bit cooler. I'll be back with an update on the timing on your weekend rain. You're going to want to see that. You might have to change your plans accordingly. That's coming right up, Kirsten.
Okay, thanks, Chris. And here's a look at Stevens County this morning following a train derailment. It happened south of Addy. Stevens County Emergency Management says the train cars were empty and no one was hurt. They say the rail line was previously damaged in Chewelah and just reopened today, only to have the train derail on this section of track. Police are asking neighbors in Airway Heights to be on the lookout for any unexpected neighbors in your backyard. We're talking about these two moose. They've been walking around town, and Airway Heights police wants the community to stay on alert. Areas that should be on the lookout include Aspen Grove Park, homes near Craig Road, Bergen Drive, and Redding Drive.
Moose are really cool to see, and people get really excited about them, which is great. The main thing is we want to remind people that they are wild animals.
Fish and Wildlife say that moose can be aggressive, so it's important to keep your pets, especially your dogs, away from a moose and yourself. And if you ever find yourself a little too close to a moose, slowly back away, and if possible, put something between you and the animal, like a car. Well, the search continues for Nancy Guthrie, mother to Today's Show host Savannah Guthrie. Investigators sharing they have not heard anything from any potential kidnappers, despite the family's desperate pleas shared on social media. For the latest on the search, here's ABC's Alex Stone.
Tonight, this new plea from Savannah Guthrie's brother.
Whoever is out there holding our mother
We want to hear from you.
The new video coming as the FBI says no proof of life has been sent to indicate Nancy Guthrie is alive, but they're working on the belief she is and can be saved. They don't know if an unauthenticated ransom letter sent to media outlets demanding Bitcoin from the family is real, but they have to act as if it is.
There was no other demands within that letter, so they're still waiting for communication.
And now the FBI has a message of its own to the potential kidnapper.
To anyone that may be involved, do the right thing. This is an 84-year-old grandma. This is an 84-year-old grandma that needs vital medication for her well-being.
Authorities releasing the most detailed timeline yet. Nancy Guthrie had dinner and a game night Saturday evening at her daughter Annie's house nearby. Family members brought her home just before 10. 4 hours later, at 1:47 a.m., her doorbell camera was disconnected. At 2:12 a.m., a Nest camera detected a possible intruder, but Guthrie apparently was not paying for a subscription to save the video. At 2:28 a.m., her pacemaker stopped communicating with her iPhone, which was left inside the home. At the front door, drops of blood were found.
The blood on the porch, that was one we did. It came back to Nancy.
Investigators say there is no indication she was taken into Mexico. The FBI is now offering a $50,000 reward for her safe return or the capture of the kidnapper. And now a California man has been arrested accused of sending the Guthrie family a hoax ransom letter and trying to profit off their grief, while investigators don't yet know if the other letter is a hoax as well. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And next on Nightside, we'll show you the new tool from Spotify that's making it easier than ever to finish books. Plus, another live look here in Spokane. We are socked in. Areas of dense fog back in the region tonight. We'll have your forecast after the break.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now is brought to you by Disney's The Lion King. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Seattle is headed to the Showdown in Santa Clara.
And so is 4 News Now.
Your all-access pass, on air and online.
Breaking down what it'll take to bring the trophy home.
Watch Showdown in Santa Clara. Special coverage now until game day and beyond, only on 4 News Now.
This year, commit to fit and don't wish for it, work for it at Move Fitness.
Whether you're starting from the beginning or just wanting better results, Move Fitness has what you need to get the job done.
Okay, team, this year when people call the Easy Home Buyer, I want to offer more for their home. We're going to buy the home as is and close in as little as 14 days and give them a check. Let's go. Work.
Call the Easy Home Buyer.
All across America.
Good morning. Hello.
Wherever we are.
Welcome. It's good to be home.
It feels like home.
Hi. When's the last time we dropped our things and went? Woke up somewhere that we've both never been. Growing up doesn't mean getting. Good morning. How are you?
At the start of the day, letting us into your home, putting the good in your morning.
Man, it's good to be home.
GMA. It's an invitation to come together.
Happy birthday.
Brighten your morning.
I'm George. How are you?
And the day ahead.
Yeah! New tonight on Kimmel, Milo Ventimiglia, Odessa Zion, music from Whitney, and Guillermo gets ready for the big game.
I think I'm a little Mexican.
Hey, I'm a little Mexican too.
Jimmy Kimmel Live, new tonight on ABC.
4 News Now is brought to you by the YWCA Women of Achievement Luncheon.
Welcome back to Nightside. We're taking another live look outside downtown Spokane where it is tough to see. And the lights are bright out there, but there's a lot of fog in the area.
Still picking up those Seahawk colors across the street at the arena, though. Isn't that nice? And we're in our Seahawks colors.
You can see us. Yeah. No, it is. I loved that time lapse that you showed because it was dramatic to see the dense fog.
Yes. And, you know, there's an old rule in inland Northwest forecasting. You never bet against the fog. I really thought we were going to get a little more sunshine today. Tomorrow, I think it's a very good bet that we are going to be out of the sunshine business with this fog that we have across the region. Both Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, as you can see by these pictures here, socked in. 30 degrees right now in Spokane. That is a bit troubling because that is where we run into problems with freezing fog on the roadways and frost. It's 35 in Coeur d'Alene. Will likely not drop much, if at all, from our current readings. That's one good thing about fog. It stops our temperatures from dropping, but we're already below freezing. It is going to be a foggy Friday. It's going to take a while before that to clear, and once it does, the clouds will already be moving in the upper layers of the atmosphere. So it's going to be a gray day. High temperatures are going to have to work hard to get into the 40s, but we will be in the upper 30s at the coolest. Rain coming in late Saturday, and this is the one kind of wild card in our forecast that is been a work in progress. I'll explain in a moment. Into a soggy Sunday. Our chance of precipitation right now, Saturday during the day, it's at 10%. That will change tomorrow and increase 80% on Sunday, and then it begins tapering off. I want to show you we have had a growing trend toward the precipitation coming in earlier in the day on Saturday. Watch as our forecast radar now bringing it in the afternoon. Here is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I do think that's a little bit early, but I also don't think it's going to hold off until Saturday night. Then we get a little bit of a break. Sunday morning, 8 a.m., most of the wet weather down on the Palouse and the LC Valley, and doesn't make much progress further to the north. Here's 11 o'clock on Sunday, and Spokane and Coeur d'Alene just on the far extent of that wet weather, with it dry from the northeast mountains through North Idaho, all the way through the Okanagan highlands and valleys. And we will start to see a little bit of snow mixing in, especially in the mountains, once we get into Monday morning and Tuesday. 47 on Sunday, though. It is going to be rain up into some of the highest mountains. Extended forecast, February 13th through the 19th, the 8 to 14 day. First time in a long time, trending colder than average, just barely, but I'm zeroed in on that because of the need for mountain snow and a trend toward above average precipitation. Also good news for snow in the mountains. Sunday, it is not good news for snow in the mountains with that rain and a high snow level, 47 degrees for a high. But then we start cooling down, our overnight lows getting down around freezing, and then little bits of precipitation through the 7-day forecast, but it looks like there's more on the way. Check in with Matt Gray tomorrow morning or with me tomorrow evening about that Saturday forecast, or download the 4 News Now First Alert weather app. Help you time out that precipitation, Kirsten.
All right, that sounds good. Thank you, Chris. Well, if you're an avid reader, Spotify is launching a new feature that's designed to help you finish even more books. It's called Page Match, and it syncs audiobook playback to the exact passage on the page, whether you're reading a hardcover, ebook, or listening on the go. Users can scan a page with their phone's camera, and Spotify automatically jumps the audiobook to the same spot. Scan again, and the app shows where to pick up your reading in your hardcover or ebook. The feature will be available to all users on February 23rd. Still to come, Kellogg schools face a $3.5 million budget crisis after voters reject a critical levy. 60 jobs are now on the chopping block. We'll tell you what programs could disappear after the break. Stay with us.
Later tonight on Nightline, the latest in the search for Savannah Guthrie's missing mother. Authorities believe was abducted from her home last weekend. Our team is on the ground. Plus, Grammy winner Bad Bunny set to take over the Super Bowl.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Tastes like money. To Oliver, eating here instead of buying a stadium hot dog is like putting away $20. If Oliver sees sandwiches as a saving strategy, Wells Fargo's right behind him. And with their mobile app, tracking a savings is easy. Whoops. However you make money work, we can work with that.
You're home for Jay and Kevin in the morning.
I just want to love somebody. You ain't nothing but a liar. Somebody pour me a drink.
The big 99.9 Coyote Country.
From dealing with insurance companies to helping you find doctors and repair shops.
One call, that's all means we take care of everything after your car wreck.
Craig Swap and Associates made the whole process so easy.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
The pain was just excruciating. It would bring me to tears.
Running just means a lot to me. My feet just really, I was in pain.
And it hurt so terribly in my heels, I started like walking like a T-Rex.
I couldn't continue. I needed to go to the Good Feet store.
And I'm greeted by this gal named Mercy. She said, just try them on.
I thought, oh my goodness, this is amazing.
Now that I have the Good Feet arch support, running is great.
This is the arch support for me.
I'm just telling you, I am grateful. I mean, it's real.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good Feet, good life.
Hi, I'm Congressman Michael Baumgartner. One of my jobs is to help veterans navigate the VA and to help all of you cut through the red tape at federal agencies, including the VA, Medicare, Social Security, the IRS, and USDA. Remember, I work for you.
Seattle is headed to the Showdown in Santa Clara.
And so is 4 News Now.
Your all-access pass, on air and online.
Breaking down what it'll take to bring the trophy home.
Watch Showdown in Santa Clara. Special coverage now until game day and beyond, only on 4 News Now.
4 News Now is brought to you by Car Wash Plaza.
Welcome back. The Grant County Health District is reporting a person has died from the flu, marking the 74th flu-related death in Washington this season. The health district says the person was in their 50s and had underlying health conditions. They write in a release, quote, with high flu activity in our area, we encourage everyone to take care of themselves and others by staying up to date on the flu vaccine, staying home when you're sick, and staying informed. The Kellogg School District is preparing for a $3.5 million budget shortfall after voters rejected a levy that has supported the district for more than a decade. That levy was set to replace a different one that expires at the end of the school year. The district superintendent says it funds between 30 to 35% of the district's budget. While the hope is to rerun the levy, he says administrators are also looking at which programs and positions they would cut if it fails for a second time.
It's pretty sad, to be honest with you. Realizing how many people this was going to be was kind of a shocking weight.
Superintendent Lance Pearson says the district would have to cut over 60 positions from extracurricular, full-day kindergarten, and several other programs. If the school board approves rerunning the levy, voters will decide on it in May. Now for some of our top trending stories through the 4 News Now Story Tracker. Signs are pointing to progress for Spokane's newest Chick-fil-A. A coming soon sign is now posted on the location on Mission, just west of Gonzaga University. Chick-fil-A has not announced an opening date. Next, Washington State University says it may need to eliminate some of its majors after the state proposed a budget cut of $20 million. WSU President Dr. Elizabeth Cantwell says the school is looking at majors with very few students. She says students already enrolled in cut programs would still be able to finish their degrees. And topping the list, the U.S. Attorney's Office says Multicare has agreed to pay $3.7 million to settle federal allegations that the healthcare system allowed a neurosurgeon to perform unnecessary spinal surgeries. The settlement involves Dr. Jason Dreyer, a formerly licensed neurosurgeon who worked at Multicare from 2019 until his license was restricted in 2021. You can find each of these stories and more at KXLY.com. Now for a recall alert, Chips Ahoy Baked Bites Brookies recall has been expanded to include more of the desserts. The snack company behind the cookies says an incorrect mixing process resulted in small clumps of cornstarch in the product, and those clumps pose a choking hazard. The FDA says the recall is out of an abundance of caution. There have been no reports of anyone getting sick. The recall is limited exclusively to Brookies with specific May 2026 best when used by dates. And next on Nightside, we'll show you how Grammy Award-winning artist Bad Bunny is preparing for the Super Bowl halftime show. Don't go away.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by Zero Res.
You called us. We didn't call you. Why? When you walk in and you see a woman dead on the ground, blood everywhere, and you don't offer her assistance, why?
I'm a black man in the middle of a white neighborhood. I didn't want nothing to do with that.
So you weren't really prepared for what you were about to find?
No.
2020, Friday night on ABC and stream on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Why wait? The President's Day sale is here early at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores. And for a limited time, we're doubling and tripling down on discounts. It's the perfect time to refresh your space and save big so you can make the most of your tax refund and find a deal you'll love. Plus, with special 5-year financing until 2031, you can get that new theater sofa, dining set, or bedroom set and pay over time. On now at Walker's.
When it comes to your cancer treatments, you have choices.
It's important to explore your options. A second opinion will help you to make a more informed decision about your treatment. Contact Summit Cancer Centers today. One of our cancer specialists will speak to you directly, offering you same-day second opinions and options available for your type of cancer. And second opinions are covered by most insurance companies. Cancer, it's worth a second look. Summit Cancer Centers. Integrative, innovative, inspired.
I'm RJ Decker, the Sunshine State's most lovable PI. I am this close to proving it was a murder for hire. My business, I did it. It's booming.
What happened to your eye?
Misunderstanding. Turns out, murder never takes a vacation.
You and this place, you were made for each other.
What do you mean, the bar?
Florida.
There's no way the first question's about Nick, is it?
Seattle Seahawks fans can breathe a sigh of relief. Head coach Mike Macdonald confirming today that Nick Eamon won't miss Sunday's Super Bowl because of an ankle injury. The star safety hurt his ankle in practice earlier this week, and Coach Macdonald says the team is being overly cautious right now, but he is confident Eamon will be able to play. Our Derek Dice caught up with Eamon earlier today.
Towards the end of practice, I had just rolled my ankle, kind of like caught me off guard. You know, the practice wasn't like nothing crazy or nothing. We weren't like going hard out there, but just rolled it, and you know, I'll be good to go for Sunday. So.
Eamon played a key role getting the Seahawks to the Super Bowl with 81 tackles, 2.5 sacks, and 11 pass breakups. As Levi's Stadium prepares to host the Super Bowl, crews for the NFL have spent the last 5 weeks transforming the venue to host 65,000 fans and media from around the world. And that includes preparing the menu for the big game, which the regional executive chef for Levi's Stadium says is inspired by the Bay. Snacks for the day include Gilroy garlic steak fries, a Chinatown dog, and even a 3.5-pound LX burger.
What do I need to try for the Super Bowl? I go with the Dungeness crab patachos, right? Local fresh Dungeness crab, white cheddar fondue. Can't go wrong. Our take on an upscale Super Bowl worthy nacho.
Yum. NFL stars DeAndre Swift and Zay Flowers had an opportunity to sample the menu, and they gave it their stamp of approval. And it's not just the food the stadium is preparing ahead of Sunday. They are also getting ready for the halftime show featuring Grammy Award-winning artist Bad Bunny. And he shared what we can expect ahead of the big performance with ABC's Jacqueline Lee.
Bad Bunny, whose real name is Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, headlining the Super Bowl 60 halftime show. Fresh off his 3 2026 Grammy wins, including Album of the Year for his record-shattering album Debí Tirar Más Fotos, the first Spanish-language album to take home the top prize. Reflecting on the whirlwind he's been experiencing and what this performance means to him and his culture.
I know where I come from, but I also know where I can go.
Bad Bunny, who was born and raised in Puerto Rico, is expected to give a performance jam-packed with rhythm and salsa, bringing Latin culture to a global stage, performing only in Spanish, but staying tight-lipped on what we can expect.
I don't want to give any spoilers. It's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be easy, and people only have to worry about dance. I know that I told them that they had 4 months to learn Spanish. They don't even have to learn Spanish.
The star wrapped up a sold-out 31-show residency in his native Puerto Rico and is in the middle of his world tour, but skipping any other performances in the United States due to concerns about immigration crackdowns. There was some backlash from conservative critics last fall when Bad Bunny was announced as this year's headliner, citing his Spanish-language performances in outspoken support of immigrants. Bad Bunny saying his biggest feeling has been grateful.
I feel more excited about the people than even me, about my family, about my friends, people that I know that they always have believed in me and they happy because this moment and the culture.
And in a Super Bowl halftime first, there will be a multilingual signing program featuring the Puerto Rican Sign Language, which is unique for its grammar and rhythm. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, San Francisco.
Super Bowl party starts tomorrow morning on GMA. The game, the food, the hype, the mad fun. Let's get things started.
It's crunch time.
Carla Hall's cooking things up. And Brandy Carlisle and Charlie Puth are bringing the music. Good Morning America tomorrow.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This year, commit to fit and don't wish for it, work for it at Move Fitness.
Whether you're starting from the beginning or just wanting better results, Move Fitness has what you need to get the job done.
Hey, Chad here from the Easy Home Buyer. If you want to know how easy it is to sell your house fast, just pull out your phone and scan this QR code. It's that simple.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
What does it take to be the most watched newscast in America?
An operation to capture ISIS fighters.
Is this our Combat Operations Center?
We're approaching the gate now. Militants came in from 4 or 5 different directions. Operational nuclear reactor. So you have a couple loaded and ready to go. We've got a home right here engulfed in flames. The scene here, apocalyptic. How important is this label right here, Made in the USA? Look at your smile. You're proud of this.
I love this.
Great work.
Hi.
Where are you? Where are you?
Appreciate you.
Thank you. David, good to meet you. Ismail? David.
David.
Yes, yes. I'm David Muir.
I know who you are.
You
I watch
do?
you every night.
ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast.
JD is here.
Turk! JD! Ready to receive.
Here we go.
Go Eagle! JD, I'm going down.
No, engage your core, Seabear.
I'm going down.
You two idiots are perfect for each other.
My back.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Well, instead of welcoming foolish mortals, Disney will now be welcoming brides and grooms to the Haunted Mansion. That is right. You can now get married outside of Disneyland's iconic attraction in its outdoor courtyard. The space allows for 25 alive guests and 999 happy haunts. Also starting in May, the Haunted Mansion Parlor will start hosting weddings on the Disney Destiny cruise ship. As of now, the mansion at Disney World is not available as a wedding venue. We know someone.
The people what they want.
We know someone who was really interested in this.
Yes, we should maybe send her intended a hint.
Maybe he's watching right now.
You know what? It looks really haunted outside right now. Sometimes that fog can be kind of creepy, and it's going to be with us through tomorrow morning. What lurks?
Ooh. Once again, our friend who may or may not be listening to us right now.
May or may not be producing the 11 o'clock news.
She loves the fog. It adds to the spooktacular.